in the morning, try to wake up around 5:30 if I'm good, or else 6. And usually about 3 days out of the week, I'll actually go straight to the gym. And then go to Mukati and Butta, but other mornings I'll go on a walk and then take the kids to school. So we're now on our way to school. If we're lucky, we get there in 20 minutes, but if we leave a bit too late, like we did this morning, we'll hit some traffic. So it might be about a 40-minute drive to school. Are you ready, Sarah? Come on. So right now we're going through Gikondo. So far the roads are looking fine, but it's a bit cloudy, a little bit chilly, which is nice for a change. It's been so hot these past few weeks. We are on our way to the café. We are in the beautiful city of Kigali, Rwanda. There's quite a bit of traffic right now. But 10 years ago, almost 11 years ago actually, when I moved here, the city has become so vibrant. We have so many more people that have moved into the city. And so it's a great place to start a business. Mukati and Butta is in Kigali, which is an upcoming neighborhood, I would say. There's a lot of families. It's a pretty affluent neighborhood, but there's very little in the area. So decided to open up my cafe there. And it seems to be a great location because now people that are based in Kigali don't have to drive so far to get a nice cup of coffee or even have a nice breakfast or even have a nice place to sit and to work for the afternoon. So we've been hearing from a lot of people in the neighborhood that they're very happy that we've brought something like that in the neighborhood. It's a nice upcoming neighborhood. So great location for us. Not a location that you would think actually to have a cafe or a restaurant. You have locations like Kimihurura, Kachiru, but we took a gamble on Kibagabaga and it's been working really well for us. Hi, Patricia. Demonstraremos. A little plaque in honor of my brother, Edwin. Just dedicating this business to him. He was always full of joy and just such an amazing person that brought so much light to this world. And we hope that this business does that to so many people in the end. So just a reminder for me every day. Morning. How are you? You good? How's everything looking here? How are you? So which coffee do you want? Nah. In 2020, during COVID and the lockdown, I really wanted to go back to doing something that brings me joy. And when I assessed all the things that I love to do, one of the things was baking. And so I thought, why not use this time to really bake, but then also bring back Mukati and Butta that I had started when I first moved back to Rwanda in 2013. And really just wanted to share the joy with people. And so I thought this is a great opportunity for me to do something that brings me joy, but also share my passions with others, and in hopes that it brings them joy as well. And especially during lockdown, it was a gloomy time, a time where it was quite challenging for a lot of people, and I thought this could be a little piece of joy that I bring to people.
The food, as well as the people at Mukati and Butta are amazing. Every time we come, the vibe is right, the service is impeccable, and the ownership has done a great job of making this place a world-class facility in Kigali. I highly recommend that you come visit anytime you're here. Cheers.
Mukati na Butta started so small. It was really a brunch club, something that we just wanted to do for fun, to connect with people, to network. And then it grew slowly into a business. And I never imagined myself as an entrepreneur, so it's not something that I had envisioned doing. So it's almost like this little passion, this hobby that started growing and growing and growing bigger than what I imagined and turned into a business. So obviously with that comes so many challenges of having to, one, learn about how to do business, learning how to pay attention to finances, so financial management. So it was no longer about me doing something that I just enjoy and that is fun and making sure that it's great for the client, but I have to be mindful of what are the costs that go into it so that it can actually make a sustainable business. And so that was a huge learning curve for me. Another one was as I started getting more staff, because it was easier to work as an individual. Now I had to train someone to help me with the baking. And up until this point where I have over 24 staff. And so that's a huge learning curve to learn how to manage people.
The challenges are there. The good thing that I would say that I do appreciate is the CEO that I have. Apart from me looking for how I can come over those challenges, but the culture of Mukati na Butta taught me that anything and everything in a business, when you do it together, it is possible. So teamwork is the first thing that I prioritize in everything that I do, which is something that I have been taught with my boss.
Most favorite thing about running this business is honestly, it's in interacting with the customers. I love interacting with the customers and hearing from them about what they love about this space. What brings them joy is really something that I love. I love connecting with people on a human level.
This is my second time at Mukati na Butta, and it's been such a phenomenal experience. First of all, I'm a sucker for cute places, cute coffee places. And as you can see, Mukati na Butta is really beautiful to, sit and have a cup of coffee, tea with a friend. And Erica is a really good friend. So one of the reasons we're like, let's go support her, but also the customer service, the food. I mean, they have breakfast, but I'm always here for lunch. I have lunch for breakfast every time I'm here. So it's an amazing place to be, very chill, very beautiful. Yeah, so I love it here.
In terms of the business, I really love just seeing the growth in my staff. So one of my most favorite things really is about training. So all the things that we're really fighting for, consistency, quality, building systems, all of that, I really try to get my team on board to help me design those things, help me tell me what would be better. And it's really, I love seeing the growth in the staff and seeing them really take ownership in the business themselves. And I think that's my most favorite part, but also the most stressful part too.
We work as a team and as a family, and everything here we do, it's especially good things I didn't see in Rwanda or any place else. It's simply in Mukati na Butta, but everything we do here and the teamwork, it's something which are not just, I was not expecting having in Mukati na Butta. It was like, you come to work and you love the job, because as well as we know, when you like your job or just you love it, you work better and just you get more experience on it.
When you come to Mukati na Butta, most of our staff, actually, I would say 90% of our staff here were not trained in hospitality. This might be one of their first jobs, so they didn't really have a whole lot of experience. And so I think that's one of the things, is that we're making a huge impact in the lives of the staff here at Mukati na Butta. And in turn, I really hope that Mukati na Butta, we're really about building a culture. And so we really want to build a good culture. We want to embed our values, the business values, into the staff as well. And we hope that those values are things that are going to impact their families and their communities as well.
Specifically, the community of Kibagabaga, it's been growing and developing so much, especially over like the last 6 years since I've lived here, and I know even beyond that. But there was always the piece of there's no cafe, there's no coffee shop here. So as I said, you always had to leave Kibagabaga to go and meet someone for coffee or to go and work in a coffee shop. And having Mukati na Butta here now kind of allows people to come to this community. Instead of drinking coffee at home, I'm meeting friends here, or I'm coming to work here and interacting with others. So yeah, I think it's kind of a nice little splash of sunshine for Kibagabaga.
So from a staff perspective, I think we're making a huge impact on the staff, the training that we do for them as well. But also for clients, just being able to have a space here in Kibagabaga where they can come, they can enjoy premium baked goods, they can have a nice space that's cozy where they can connect with other people. We really want this to be a hub or a space for joy, and just for people to be able to connect with others, to share the joy, so be able to connect on a table, have good food, and just have a great time. So I'd like to say that that's what we're doing here in Kibagabaga.
The vibe here, yeah, it's super welcoming. I've come here for like focused work time. I've also come here to meet clients for meetings. I've come here for social lunches. And I feel like this environment, you can really do all of those things. I really love the like indoor-outdoor space. Sometimes I find it easier to work when there's a little bit of background noise or other people working around me. And every time I've come here, it's a really great environment for that.
This was my first time here, and I have to say the food is quite delicious. The portions are phenomenal, the food is fresh, and the staff is actually quite friendly. As a newly relocated Rwandese, this is the place I would recommend. The staff is friendly, the food is delicious, and the people here know how to make very delicious food with excellent portions. My wife got the salad and she really enjoyed it. The crispiness of the lettuce and the freshness of the chicken. I had the potatoes, which were well made, excellent. I would definitely recommend this to anyone visiting Kigali or who has recently relocated to beautiful Rwanda.
Obviously, as I see repeated customers, I ask them what keeps bringing them back. What is it that they love about our menu? What would they change? I'm a sucker for asking for feedback.
Constantly, we're trying to get feedback from our patrons. We constantly asking, is there something that we can do better? So the way we ensure that is from much feedback, we are constantly tweaking, we are constantly maintaining the website. We have someone on the website constantly checking to see if everything is up and running properly. One of the best key features that we did for the website, or one that I like so much, is that we try to make it as mobile friendly as possible. Mobile friendly, easy to use, those were the requirements. When we were building the design for this thing, we were thinking to ourselves, we want quality, we want proper color, we want everything, but we wanted to fit in everything onto a mobile device. And for me, we achieved that.
Like, I love systems, and I feel like getting data and all of that will help us pull all of this together in just such a smart way. But for now, until we get to that point, really is just connecting with people on a one-on-one level. And so as we see repeated customers, I get to meet with them and ask them what they like about our menu. If there's any constructive feedback that they have, I want to hear all the feedback, the good things, also the bad things, and where we can improve. But we are working on a survey right now that we want to launch out so that people can respond to our survey. We can incentivize them for responding to a survey question and be able to get all of that feedback from our customers.
Well, Mukati na Butta is still a bit new, so we just love new places, and yeah, I see like all the other places we've kind of been multiple times, and this is the new spot in town. So this is my countless times here at Mukati na Butta. I love it so much. I love the customer care. I love the food. The breakfast menu is my favorite menu here. And yeah, I love it. I love the service. The waiters are friendly, and the owner, Erica, is just a sweetheart. So yeah, I love being here. I live about 30 to 25 minutes from here, but I've tasted Erica's cakes before, and I know Erica as a person as well. So first, I wanted to support her, and second, I love her pastries. So it was a mixture of both experiences.
I would say overall on our menu, we have breakfast, we have lunch, and we also have dinner as well. So we have an all-day dining menu. But in creating this menu, which I did not work alone, I obviously worked with someone to create this menu, which is so amazing. But one of the things that I was very, very specific about is I wanted it to be heavy on brunch, because Mukati na Butta started as a brunch club. So we really wanted to have some nice breakfast items that people can come and enjoy. But I also wanted to have a fresh salad bar and also smoothie and juice bar where people can come and build their own salads, smoothies, and juices as well. And then in the evenings, the concept is really about to have shareable dishes. So we wanted to have small tapas. We haven't launched that yet, but we want to be able to have people to come and to get many different small items, but encourage them to share. Because I feel like through sharing in food, you're also sharing in conversation, you're sharing in dreams, and that's where the connection happens. But on the menu, we have some very, very special items, and that's in honor of my dear, dear brother, Edwin Raymond Banda, who I love so, so much, and unfortunately has left us and is in heaven right now. But we honor him, we honor his legacy, we honor the person that he was, such a joyful person who loves people, and was just the biggest connector, the biggest connector in this world. And so we really want to honor him. So we have two special items on our menu. We have the Big E Club Sandwich, and we also have the Big E Burger. And it is without coincidence that those are two of our top selling items here at Mukati na Butta, which is such a joy. It's such a joy to keep hearing people order the Big E Club or the Big E Burger. I just love hearing people say his name, and I feel like that's one way to just live out his legacy. So Eddie, I love you so much, and I know that you're always with us and forever joy. What's balance? There's no balance. No, I used to think that balance is about, if you have 100, then you need to have 20 equals 100. But now I've learned that balance just means that all in all, at some point, there just needs to be a nice equal balance. But it's really hard. It's hard to strive for that. I feel like I'm one person that really wants to be at home, and I want to be 100% present at home. I want to be there for my kids. I want to do whatever I can for them. I want to be there for my husband. I want to be there for my friends. I want to be there for the business. But the reality is I'm just one person, and I cannot be stretched in all those different directions. And so I might be winning in my business, but that means that I also have additional support at home to help me, because I'm not there all the time. But I make sure that at some point, if I'm unequally balanced, I'm gonna feel it. So if I'm heavy at work and I'm not having that time with my family, or having that time for myself, then I'm gonna start feeling burnt out. I'm gonna start feeling resentful. And so the reality is I need all of those things. And it's just a dance that I keep learning to do every single day. And with God's grace, I just hope that I have more and more wisdom and where to put my energy, how to put my energy, how to delegate more, and how to use support from my community, from my friends. But the reality is I love my business. I want to be a career woman, but I also love my family. I want to be a family woman. I also want to be there for my friends, and I also have my own personal passions that I want to do. So it's something that I keep learning.
Yeah, another thing about Erica that I admire so much is how she uses her platform to encourage women and female entrepreneurs. Whether she knows it or not, I look up to her so much, and I definitely consider her a trailblazer. It's not easy being a female entrepreneur, sometimes, especially in Rwanda. And I just think she does it with so much grace and grit.
It's funny because I never saw myself as an entrepreneur, and here I am, and I'm dreaming so big with this business. And that's another way of just living out Eddie's legacy, honestly, because Eddie always told me, like, go big or go home. And he always had me stretching and thinking beyond what the business can do. And so I really thank him for just that time to really dream about the business and think about where it could go. So yes, I have so many plans for the business. We definitely want to, there's so much we want to do. I don't want to put it all out there, but we definitely want to bring in more outlets. So we want to have more spaces for Mukati na Butta to be. We'd love to do a training component of being able to train people that are interested and passionate about baking. And so we'd really love to train people in baking area. We'd love to bring concepts of baking and cooking classes to kind of bring some events. And so there's so much that we want to do. We want to find ways that we can get our cookies, frozen cookie dough, in supermarkets so that people can make freshly baked cookies at home. So we want to find a way that we can continue expanding and really just sharing the message about joy and spreading joy, one person at a time, to really impact communities. So that's our whole agenda.